I'm the Mad Trucker, and this is the Morning Drive Live with me, the Mad Trucker. We'll be talking about different topics. Let's start this thing off right. All praises to the Most High Yah, the creator of everything seen and unseen, known and unknown, who sent his only son, Yeshua, to his people for the remittance of their sins and those that wanted to be grafted in. For he's given us another day, y'all, another special day, another unique day, wonderful. And I don't tell grown people what to do, but if you can help somebody in a positive and constructive fashion, and it's no cheese off your toast or any skin off your back, then do that. And if you refuse to do that, or just don't, if you can't do that, then simply leave that person alone. I'm not monetized by YouTube, TikTok, or any social media outlet. I do this live and I do social media for the channel description. And this live is welcome to all who would like to attend, regardless of your religious belief, regardless of the color of your skin, regardless of your politics, regardless, it's welcome to all on the contingency that they first read the channel description. And if there's something that they're still interested in participating in, if you'd like to participate, ask a question, make a statement, something of that nature in the comment section, simply follow the directions to greet everybody with a peaceful greeting according to your culture, your customs, and your way. And we can have a conversation. And that's what this live is for, the purposes of conversations, because I've discovered that arguments, debates, and wars breed problems and they wait. If you have a conversation, everybody wins, because the worst possible outcome is you both have a better understanding of where each other's coming from. So let's do that, Because I'm hosting this live, the working definition of a conversation for the purposes of this live is as follows. A conversation is truthful and honest questions and answers using logic to come up with a solution to problems. And I'm a little early this rising, grand rising. If you're watching this now or if you're watching it at a later date, I want to say thank you. If you agree or if you don't agree with what you're hearing and what you're seeing, or what you're watching anyway, I want to say thank you. If you've come to troll, thank you. Because everything happens for a reason, and it's all evidence of something. It's all evidence of something. It validates something that I discovered in 2016. And to be serious, I'm not joking. And matter of fact, we have a lot of people running this nation that are afflicted with that syndrome that I discovered in 2016. So, with no further ado, I think we have 4 people watching. I want to say thank you to each and every person for tuning in this rising. Because it's 4 people this rising and 1 like, I tell you what. The first person that puts in a peaceful greeting, I'm going to let you choose the topic. I'm going to let you choose the topic. It's an open topic this rising. And the offer is available. And I get to the homestead. And Mr. Smash 0889 says WSP. What's up? I appreciate the peaceful greeting. Thank you for speaking to everybody in the room. If you'd like to ask a question about the live, or if you want to pick a topic of discussion, feel free to do so. See how that works? Titan. Shalom. Peace be unto you. That's what that means. And I'm going to tell you what's up. The Most High creator of everything seen and unseen, known and unknown. God, Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, Israel, and Ishmael. That comes the Jewish, Christian, and the Muslims, everybody in between or outside of that. He sits up high, he looks down low. The world so much that he sent through his son to walk among us in the flesh to show us the path that we may go if we want to be salvaged. He gave us free will to either choose that path or deviate from it. I hope that answered that question. And thank you for asking that question, Titan. Thank you for joining us. Stevie, Shalom, Grand Rising. Grand Rising. And Titan, before I answer your second question, I have to ask you a question, because that's how it works. You ask a question, I give you an answer, right? Then I ask you a question, you give me an answer. We'll go back and forth like that. I haven't thought of a question to ask you yet. I'm trying to greet everybody, but thank you. I'm probably glitching because, Stevie, I'm traveling right now. and the signal probably isn't that good. But I hope you hang in there with me. I hope you hang in there with me. But we can pick a topic. Matter of fact, you know what, Titan? Let that be the topic since you asked the question. What's up? Okay, let's talk about what's up. All right. If you read your Bible, it'll bless you. There's the law of the flesh and the law of the spirit. You have the law of the flesh and the law of the spirit. Paul tells us that the spirit is strong, but the flesh is weak. And I think we all can relate to Paul in that aspect. But there are two laws, the law of the flesh and the law of the spirit. You know, and it's really deeper than that because you have our Creator's law. You have man's law. Sometimes they agree and they're parallel, and sometimes they bump in heads. And usually they bump in heads. But yeah, that's what's up. You know what else is up? Time. Titan. Time is up. That's what's up. Time is up for folks to be wasted, you know, arguing over things that they cannot change, like somebody's skin tone or language or culture, especially if their culture isn't impacting anybody in a negative fashion. They keep it to themselves and they're not trying to push it on other people. Time is up for that. Time is up because I don't push what I believe on nobody. I just share what works, and that works for me. And I'm not gonna tell you that I have all the answers. I'm not delusional, but I do know what I know, and I can share what I know with you, the viewer, and we can have a conversation about it to see if there's any validity in what I know, or is it a political truth that I'm sharing? Is it true because people have told me this over and over and over again? Is that what makes it true? Because that's what's called a political truth. Or is it a critical truth? It's true because anyone can see it. Fire's hot. That's a critical truth. Water is wet. That's a critical truth. Ice is cold. That's a critical truth. You cannot change critical truth. But personal truth, political truth can change. So that's critical truth and political truth. But there's a third truth, and that's your personal truth. Personal truth is true because it's true to you, because that's your personal truth. Now, out of the three types of truth that I mentioned, there's only one type that never changes. There's only one type of truth that never changes, and that's critical truth, because you have to use critical thought. You know, critical truth doesn't change. Fire is not going to be cold. Ice is not going to be hot. And people that aspire to change those things, they bump in their head against a brick wall because you can't change critical truth. Political truths, they change. Donald Trump's doing a great job, really? But then, you know, they're starting to feel a sting and these farmers start losing their farms. And, Donald Trump is messed up. See, that's that political truth that changed. It was true that he was doing a good job because that's what everybody was saying. You hear everybody saying it. It's political truth. You didn't test it to see if it was a critical truth, right? And it changed. It changed. A lot of people that voted for Donald Trump, they wish they could take their votes back. They wish they could take their votes back right now because they see exactly how bad they messed up in their quest for a nation that excludes people instead of includes people. Yeah. I've reached the homestead, y'all, and I do appreciate you all watching this rising. I'm going to stay on a little bit longer because I came on early, and it is 6 o'clock on the dot. And Stevie, if you could tell me if you're still in the room, if I'm still glitching, just let me know. I'm going to stay on. I'm going to stay on for a little while longer. And if nobody wants to contribute to the conversation, or if there's anything anybody wants to add, I'll sign off. Because the live is about engagement. There's no engagement, I just sign off. I'm not a pastor. I simply share what works for me. I should share what works for me. And a sound doctrine, a holy doctrine, complete, that works for me. It'll work for everybody if they decide to take it. And that's the Cliff Notes, what I said earlier in the live. If you can help somebody, regardless of their sexual orientation, the color of their skin, what language they speak, who they voted for, if you can help that person in a positive and constructive manner, then do so. And if you can't, or if you just refuse to, simply leave that person alone. That works. Because iron sharpens iron. Well, I want to say thank you for joining me this rising. I made it home. I've been toiling all night. Now I have a date with my newborn, so I can spend time with my daughter and get my son off to school. And on that note, may the Most High bless and keep you. May His countenance be gracious unto you. May the Most High smile upon you and give you shalom. That means peace be unto you. And again, I'm the Mad Trucker. Thank you for watching this. If you're watching now at a later date, shalom.